There's a process of clean out. What is a soul? Well, a soul is who you are. You could say heaven, you could say the non-physical dimension, you could say the spirit world. It doesn't matter what you call it, but there is a different place, and it's where life begins. And that's where soul is created. When a soul grows up, then it learns how to participate in physical lives. So a soul is not a brand new entity being. It's not a baby. If you're in the physical world, you're all grown up. You are all grown up in this dimensional reality where we are speaking from. All of your soul beings are all grown up. They're big, they're powerful. They're not little tiny beings compared to your guide. Your guide is bigger, is more powerful, but you're not small by any means. You can't be to participate in the world. But when you participate in the world, it's like an experiment. How well can I manifest happy life in the limited condition of being in a physical body? Because when you're in a physical body, that soul energy has to wrap around the physical body, and therein lies a limitation. So it's not you in your most powerful self. It is you in a limited capacity. There's superpower you, and there's an unconscious you. The unconscious you is a part of you that doesn't remember that it is a soul being. It's unconscious to who it really is. That's the three aspects that we're talking about. So law of attraction grabs life and brings it to you, but it grabs all kinds of life, negative, positive. There is no in between. If it's a little bad, it's negative. And if it's a little good, it's positive. It's one or the other, one or the other, one or the other. We don't say it's love and hate, but we do say it's positive or negative. It only falls into one of those two categories. So no matter what you do, you're getting some of both, and it's filling in the grid. The grid is the memory bank of your soul being in this lifetime. So on your last day in that body that you have, you collect your final amount of data. And that data is subject by subject by subject, positive or negative, and some variation of the quantity of positive and negative on every subject. What do you do with it? Well, after you die, you go through what we call the transition. And in the transition, you've got some very special beings who are very, very good at what they do. And they remove negativity from your memory. They don't remove the incidents. They don't remove memory. They just remove any gravitational pull towards negative. Everybody on this side, every loved one, every person, heinous crimes included, when they complete the transition, all tendency for negativity is removed, and is negative. Not just killing or beating or cussing or swearing or being angry. Yeah, those are bad, but every tendency for negativity, not bad, every tendency for negativity, which is I don't think so, because I don't think so is doubt. Doubt is negative. It's not pure positivity. So every tendency on every person is removed from their memory. All memory, subject matter remains, all negativity is removed. So you've got a very happy, peaceful person. They've still taken in some negativity. Their transition might be fairly short, might be hours, might be days. And somebody who had a hate-filled life or found death and killing or had to kill war veterans or butchers, they both kill, and it both clogs the pipe of the grid. Their transition will be longer. So you either walk a mile in your transition shoes, or you might walk 1,000 miles in those transition shoes, but you've got very, very attentive, powerful beings alongside you the whole time. You're never left alone. You're never shoved into hell. You're never shoved into purgatory or any other place where you got to wait in line for the pearly gates. You don't. You just simply have loving beings that are attentive to your non-physical body. And that non-physical body, little by little by little by little by a lot, they remove all tendency for negativity. Everybody is healed 1,000%. When the transition is complete, you then review your life with clear sight. You don't have clear sight until all negativity is removed. And you review your life, but you review it from the eyes of purity, of love. Every single person, sooner or later, will pass from this lifetime, and every single person will walk the walk of transition alongside some powerful cleaner-uppers. And everybody will be finished with the transition, and then everybody reviews their own life. And you review it from perfect eyesight. I see why I behave that way. It was just, and then you go back and you find the trail of bad thoughts that led you to have that bad thought. Everybody's influenced by somebody else. So we don't want you to hate your parents or hate your teacher or hate your husband or hate your wife or hate life or hate your neighborhood or whatever it is. Because it's just in the world. We don't want you to hate. Because hate just clogs the pipes. It's just one thing that leads to another and leads to another and leads to another. You know, one bad meal is just a bad meal. 20 bad meals makes you mad at the chef. That chef might be you, or it might be a family member, or it might be your best friend. And then you stop inviting your best friend over, and now you got 2 clogged pipes because now you're lonely. And now you really, really, really want that friend back in your life. So all of those tendencies are removed. It's not a walk of shame. It's a walk of pride. And it's just the walk that we all do after every single lifetime. You're cleaned out all the way. After you review your life, then you go back to non-physical life. You meet up with people, you do things. There's work to be done. There's jobs to be done. There's lessons to be learned. There's teachings to be taught. All of you are powerful beings on this side. You're not newbies. You can't be and be a human being, because you have to learn how to be a human being before you can become one. You're not small beings. You're not small-minded either. You're just, this is what you're doing. Hey, best friend. Hey, best friend. What are you doing this weekend? I'm getting ready to be a person. You are? How limited are you going to be? Ooh, I'm going to be super limited. I'm going to be super limited. Super limited. I'm going to be like an only child. We're going to live out in the woods. And my parents don't like cats or dogs because they hunt. And so I'm going to be super limited. But I'm going to find love. I'm going to find love. I'm going to find love, and I'm going to be happy. Hey, I'll see you when you get back. Good luck. That's what you do. Well, when are you going? I'm not going for a little while. Well, how limited are you going to be? I'm going to be like, not that limited. Because I'm going to be a pastor's child. Huh? You are going to be limited. No, I'm going to be introduced to God. I'm going to be introduced to religious things. I'm going to be introduced to spiritual. Yeah, but you're going to believe in death and dying right from the beginning. You sure you want to do that? My non-physical teacher told me I had to. It was the next thing in line, because we do that too. Some of the things that you learn and some of the things that you build into your lifetime, they're not your favorite. They're not your favorite. Sometimes you have to be a very, very powerful person in the world, and that might not be your favorite. And you think you might just be envious of those people that have a lot of money and jet setting. Well, maybe you're not that kind of person because that's not your favorite. Because you've done lifetime after lifetime and it's just not your favorite. Maybe you're more of a people person than a mover and a shaker. We all have personalities. We all have opinions. We all have love, and we all love life, and we all love people, and we all love the ability to jump into the physical world and be a person. But we're not sterile. We're not carbon copies of each other. We're all unique, as you are. We love your question.